All right, now we finally got that off our chest. I hope you guys can move forward because there's so much more than talking about gay rights. Okay, you got a right in some places. Okay, we just don't want you rightly coming in with us with your attraction. Okay, and I ain't afraid of you. I am not gay fearing nothing because guess what? I like males. I'm gonna tell you, move your out of the way so I can see that man that's in front of me. Okay, let's move on, you guys, some other topics. Okay, what's going on with this Beyonce and Jay Z situation? You guys, let me tell you something about that. I guess let it float. I guess, and you got people that come constantly keep telling this and telling that. You know, I do. I let's just put it like this. I do hope and pray that they get it together. And if not, you know what? They're not lost. They're nothing really at loss. It's just that unfortunate situation. Marriages like that. Just don't stay together because they don't work. That's the unfortunate part. Keep it moving, right? Next up in the news, of course, you guys, I'm pretty sure you're looking at, of course, the NFL training camp. That is pretty much on the way with most teams. Most of them start Thursday, and some of them will be starting Friday. Okay, with open to the public, so you guys can definitely check on my Facebook for the information on that. Just thumbing through the news, you guys. I hope there's pretty much peace on earth, huh? I had to get that little stripe off my chest. Y'all in this mess. Gay loving people. I mean, you exist, okay? You ain't never been dragged behind nobody's truck. You ain't never been hung unaccusably just because you're black or stripping the language that you're supposed to know. You cannot compare black to the gay ever. I wish people would stop doing that because you can't. Yeah, we give you parades and everything. These black folks can't even get none of that. Only one couple of days out of the month, Martin Luther King or something like that, and we get a day off and get recognized, you know. And I'm gonna tell you right now, whether Barack Obama want to tell you the truth or not, only reason why he has to be pro-gay because he wants your damn vote. Other than that, I don't think he is want to be a part of that gay running thing either. Let's see what there's almost too much news for us to handle between Beyonce and Jay Z. I know we're supposed to get off the subject, right? Well, they're trying to do a romantic getaway, huh? That's a beautiful thing, you know. But I will say this too, give you a little advice, Jane. When you supposed to be toasting in love with your wife, I know you want to let your crew know that you appreciate them and you always want to be loyal to them. But guess what? When it comes down to being with your wife, like I was telling my sister, that's the first prominent thing. If strangers are more important for you to hang out with, then maybe you need to hang out with strangers. I mean, it's just obvious. All right, y'all. This is a funny one too. I'm gonna hold that up. When you are being ordered to pay child support, and are you on Facebook holding a wad of money? I think child support people are definitely looking at that as a funny thing. I kind of want to hold that up there. A funny thing that you can't pay for your child, and they will definitely come after you. Wendy Wills, I don't like her that much, but she's alright. She's doing a biopic. She's the executive of I think she kind of got it right though with the Leah thing. Sometimes 'cause sometimes she just rubs me the wrong way. Sometimes she's always in the gossip. I guess that's what she does. But to me, like I said, we don't do a lot of petty gossip for you to get the magazines and read it. I mean, it gives you a little edge off and maybe thinking about the important things like the Malaysian plane accident crash, like we call that. But to tell you the truth, no, mankind causes these things because they have evilness in them, you know. So But it's just too much gospel in that, I just, to me, I just don't think that getting into too many celebrities' business, like it's such, like we give a, you know, let's see what else. All these celebrity divorces, let's see, Bad Boy, of course, Mason, his wife is calling the quits. That's such a unfortunate there. And then, Dad's 911 call. I've been beating up my son, a father of Daytona, Florida, who said he found someone sexually abusing his son. Called 911 to report that he had beaten the assailant. I don't blame him. I don't blame you. This is where it comes from, y'all. And you have to really do a lot of investigation why these kids, talk about it, a child molester. These child molesters are to molest a child, what's sexual about a child? Other than that, they're the cutest thing in the world. They look up to you and they want to mimic everything you do. And for me to take that trust from them is like, ugh. I wanted to show you a funny video. This lady, she was dancing. It was funny. I don't think I can see it again. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's very funny. To get your guy mind off of something so serious. It was on there. It was so funny. I had to look at it again, right? Let's see if it is there. I don't know. Let's see. It is so funny because, uh, when she did it, she fell in the bathtub. That was so funny because we try to do things that is so it's readily. I think they still got it. Yeah, here it is. God, there it is. I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. This is so funny. It's a shame. I mean, it's funny. Let's turn that I'm on radio station now. Of course, they're playing Lady Gaga in the morning. I don't know what the heck that's going on, but yeah, I think I probably can't bring it up on my phone, right? Because sometimes you have to have flash player. Oh, sorry for these things. And yeah, Mr. Michael Sam, you've been doing stuff women been trying to do all these years. All right. Let me see if I can portray myself as a gay man. Yeah, all right. Some of the things I hear that gay people do is just very weird and twisted. It's just unbelievably crazy. Yeah, my mom talked about that too. We have to watch how our language is, and because people don't want to hear you, and your conversation is not as flowing. So you have to really change your ideal and your mind and your position on how. Here it is. It's fun. This video is so funny, you guys. Let's pay attention to it right quick. See, when you try to be all sexy for your man, what in the bathtub did she fall? Oh, I'm gonna be realistic with you, not to be. I look at. Let's talk about this because we try to do with Beyonce. We see we're all that so fascinated, and then she got the little bustier on dancing, and she ended up falling. But you see how stupid we make ourselves look when we try to do something that's just out of the ordinary. I mean, really think about it. I mean, especially when you're not doing something that's more like just reading your Bible and staying close to the Lord. Those kind of things could happen. She really could have got really seriously hurt, but that was just funny. So we don't have much time to talk about much more. Let's go see if we got anything else on here. I think worthwhile actually seeing. If you look at some of them, feedbacks, the news feed, that's how I get most of our stories. Here's another one here. It says child abuse charges against a Shanisha Taylor will be dropped. See what this means for the Arizona woman and her children. I think this woman was the one that basically, I don't want to say in detail. I don't quite remember. Uh, I think she was accused of what? Let's see. Uh, felony charges were dismissed after she completes certain requirements. She was arrested for leaving her children in a hot car. People, I don't know if, let me actually pull this up too. This is the story you guys can look at the woman right here. She left her child in a hot car. Just like the other man left his, I think he had a little comment about it too. He deliberately did that one. I know all you guys remember that, right? That was just so totally crazy. Um, and of course, you guys, I just don't want to talk about this, but this, you know what? This is a Destiny's Child moment right here. I just think they just want to go through the whole pack. She, remember her? I think she got arrested for some kind of demeanor. If they want to bring that out. Mm. And let's see, and Bobby Christina, of course, on biopic. I guess they're going to get Deborah Cox, which she really does. She does. She has a good voice, Deborah Cox, so she can do it with Houston. But the actress that they have and actually doing it is basically she can't sing, obviously. So. Well, let's see. They said something about Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow. Let's see what's going on with him. Is he up for another NFL chance? Let's see. Johnny Manziel, Cleveland Brown. Well, he's got enough in front of him. He's got to fight for another quarterback position. Tim Tebow is still hoping for another phone call, huh? He's keeping himself in shape, huh? I can man, I just couldn't imagine him not being a part of a wonderful great team. He did pretty good with the Denver. He beat up the Chicago Bears. I almost said us. I'm no longer necessarily a Chicago Bear fan, but anyway, whatever. On that note, uh, but I am still part. Uh, no, I know you guys. You may say some of you guys looking at Chicago, but no, I'm not. Let's get back to the next tape because I'm running out of tape. This is Joe Smith Insider. Let's continue on to the next tape.